Bob Saget has performed in several notable roles over the years. From his early days on Full House to his stand-up comedy career, Bob has always managed to find a balance between comedy and meaningful performances. Welcome to Phase 5. In this video, in no particular order, we will be taking a detailed look at Bob Saget's top 6 most memorable performances. Number 1. Full House. Saget is best known for his portrayal of Danny Tanner, one of the most famous TV fathers in America. Portraying the role in the early 80s throughout the mid-90s.
Dad's on the phone. He's on his way home with Michelle. Dad, when are you gonna be here?
Before you can say Dad, when are you gonna be here?
Full House follows widower Danny Tanner and his friends as he raises his 3 young daughters, with some help from Jesse John Stamos and Joey Dave Coulier. Saget, who also played a dashing sportscaster turned morning talk show host, garnered this role as one of the most heartwarming fathers in television history.
Who's there?
Dad!
Because he was such an endearing yet solid family anchor to his 3 adorable daughters. Every episode typically ending in some kind of heart-to-heart father and daughter emotionally touching discussion. The show ran for 8 seasons and averaged 15 million views per episode by the time it was in its 5th season. Number 2. America's Funniest Home Videos. In 1989, Saget became one of America's most well-known television personalities, as he became the first host of America's Funniest Home Videos.
Hi everybody, hello, welcome to America's Funniest Home Video.
At the peak of his beloved Danny Tanner role, in 1989. While most of his commentary was in line with the character he played on Full House, such as with dorky voices, exhausting yet funny puns, his sharp wit would oftentimes set him apart from his former role. Matching the tonal behavior of the series, a weekly TV family show that showcased dozens of viewer-segmented clips in which many get hurt in ridiculously absurd and laughable ways.
Down.
Saget was known to end each episode by saying, "Keep those cameras safely rolling." After shortly over 7 years in the role, Saget himself soon grew tired of the repetitive format and became eager to pursue other projects as a comedian, actor, and director. However, producer Dee Bona held him to his contract, resulting in a frustrated Saget to listlessly go through the motions on air, often got out of character, and made constant live pointed remarks during his last 2 seasons on the show. Saget's contract expired in May 1997, where he decided to leave the show afterward. Number 3. How I Met Your Mother. The show, How I Met Your Mother, which originally aired on CBS from 2005 until 2014. Most would say, wow. Wait, huh? I didn't know he wasn't in the show at all. However, although not seen, Saget instead served as the series' regular narrator, opening each episode with an intro or words of wisdom from an older Ted in a well-meant and fatherly kind gestured voice.
You are the show's protagonist, Ted. You're a voice.
I am a voice. I am the Wonder Years, Daniel Stern type of thing. And it's been an amazing thing that I forget. People say, I love your show. And well, it's their show because they're the most talented actors that made this happen. I love the show very much. It's an interesting thing. Josh Radnor and I go to dinner and here's 2 demos of the same guy. Which girl likes him, you know?
However, although not seen, Saget instead served as the series' regular narrator, opening each episode with an intro or words of wisdom from an older Ted in a well-meant and fatherly kind gestured voice.
It's a funny story, actually. I'd had an unusually light breakfast that morning, yogurt with a little fruit.
Dad.
So I was pretty darn hungry.
Dad.
Now this was...
As the title suggests, the series follows Ted, played by lead character Josh Radnor, as he tells his children how he eventually met their mother. Playing yet another anchor role in a family sitcom, his warm narration, which bookended each chapter of Ted's story, was an integral part of the 10-year series.
Hey, welcome to the neighborhood.
Hey, Bob Saget.
Number 4. Entourage. Bob Saget then famously played the role of himself on the HBO TV show Entourage in 2004. Although he was not a regular on the series and in fact, only made a few guest appearances as himself in 4 episodes of the HBO Brocom between 2005 and 2010 and later in the 2015 Entourage movie. A huge shift in tone from the actor's beloved on-screen fatherly tendencies.
That's great. Can we get back to this?
Actually, no, Scotty, we can't. Not with you here, because you make me unfucking comfortable. I'm just gonna talk to E now. Would you leave?
This is my office.
Yeah, we're not gonna stain anything. Don't worry about it.
Instead, this role was deemed as a more satirical version of Saget's alter ego as a foul-mouthed X-rated comic. Saget appears in 4 episodes of the show overall titled Neighbors, No More Drama, Buzzed, and Bottoms Up. Number 5. Benjamin. The famous comedian then had his final role in the film, Benjamin, self-directed by Saget, who also played the lead role. The 2018 dark comedy film isn't just one of Saget's final on-screen performances, it also marks his final directorial effort. Saget stars as the patriarch of a big family going through a difficult time, which may sound familiar, but came with a few satirical twists as the film discussed serious subject matter such as drug use. The film also was said to land on the raunchier side of comedy. In a way, it's a perfect mix of the two sides of Saget's career, who even at one point described his Benjamin character to be as similar to that of Danny Tanner, however only if the patriarch had completely lost his mind. Number 6. Shameless. Saget has had many cameo and one-off television appearances throughout the years, from Law and Order, Special Victims Unit to Robot Chicken. But perhaps his most notable appearance was back in 2018 when he dressed as a priest and slammed a dildo down on his desk in the just as unpredictable television show Shameless. Saget played Father D'Amico, who has an uncomfortable meeting with V, played by Shanola Hampton, and Kevin, played by Steve Howie, after their twin daughters bring a sex toy into their extremely Catholic school for show and tell. The awkward exchange gets even worse, and the priest abruptly opens up about his time in the Navy when he went AWOL after having sex with an escort in the Philippines for weeks on end. Saget appeared in the 6th episode of the 9th season of the Showtime series. And there you have it. The top 6 most memorable roles, played by the late, famous, and legendary comedic actor Bob Saget. Let us know in the comments down below what role you remember most from Bob, and please be sure to share, like, and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Thank you for watching Faced 5.